the situation? Can a fella be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulation. Better settle down and get my...
Good morning everybody. Here we are again. Now, as you can see, we're back in the woods again. The reason being that outside the woods it's extremely windy, and we know what kind of havoc that creates when you're trying to make a video. So that's what we're doing today. Now before we go any further, if you remember in the last video I asked you to try and identify, as a bit of a competition type thing, what this lovely blue stone was. Now we had a few guesses, some people were very very close, and so without further ado, the winner is... well, actually nobody, because because unfortunately nobody guessed what it was. So I'll tell you what it is. It's called blue ganister. It's mined locally, especially in Sheffield, and to be honest with you, it's mined all over the world. And what they used to do with it is they used to crush it up and mix it with other stuff and make furnace bricks out of it, because it's a very very fine grained stone and it's extremely hard and it stands extremely high temperatures, which is why they used to use it for lining furnaces. Anyway, that's what it is. I'm sorry nobody won it, but nobody did, so there you go. So anyway, we'll get on with it. Let's go and do some detecting. Well boys and girls, this is a bit bizarre. Here I am in the middle of a big forest, and look what we've got here. We've got somebody's number plate, presumably off a motorbike. How it's got up here, I haven't got a clue. I certainly wouldn't like to try and ride a motorbike through this lot. So what it's doing here, I haven't got the faintest idea. But anyway, if you're watching, Joe, I've found your number plate. See you in a bit. Now, you might be wondering or thinking to yourself, what's that idiot doing in the middle of a big forest? Well, I'll tell you. Some time ago, when I was walking my dog, I discovered down there an old limestone quarry. Now, you might not be able to see it, but the land is actually terraced going down. And it doesn't show up on any maps, but it must have been here hundreds and hundreds of years ago, so obviously there was some activity then. Unfortunately, most of it is really overgrown and very very steep, so I can't get to it, but that's why I'm here. So I'm gonna try and get down there and see if I can have a fertile around. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Right, my good friends, I've come to the bottom of that quarry thing. I couldn't really get into the quarry, but anyway, we've got a signal down here. It came up at about 74 on the scale. I can just about see it there, and I think it might be a buckle. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's still got the pins on as well. So that's that's smashing. That, look at that. It's a beautiful little buckle. That could be from the 1700s, something like that. Very nice. Smashing little find, that. Okay, we'll pop that in the bag and see what else we can find. I can hear a big dog coming, so I'm keeping my eye open for the bloody thing. Well, I'll see you in a bit. Right, here we go again, boys and girls. I've got another signal down here. It came up about 70 on the scale. I haven't found it yet. It's somewhere down here, so let's see if we can find it together. Down here, whatever it is. No. Oh, here we are. Oh, it's like a little stud. Probably made out of brass. Could be Victorian. It's not a rivet. It's what they used to fasten leather belts together with, or leather bridles off horses. Like one part would go through the leather there, and the other would fold over and fasten onto the other side. But that's what that is. It's part of a horse's harness, basically. Anyway, it's a nice little find. Okay, I think that big dog's gone now. Thank God. See you in a bit. Well, next signal, my good friends, it's just at the bottom of this tree here. It's just there. It looks like another coin. I don't think it's a button. What we got? Ha! It's an old grotty pound coin, that's what it is. Hear that? Just a pound coin. I think it's got a... Oh, it's got a dragon on it, so I presume it's Welsh. But there we go, I can't see a date on it. But that's what it is, pound coin. Well, it's another coin, and it's going in my bag. Thank you very much. Well, boys and girls, I've just dug this up. At first I thought it was a brooch of some description, but on closer examination I think it's just a piece of crap. Just a piece of molten lead or aluminium or something, but I think that's all it is, just crap. Only about 4 inches deep, something like that, but it's just rubbish. But there you go, that's RMD for you, keeping the faith. See you in a bit. Ah well, boys and girls, I suppose it was only a question of time before I dug one of these up. What's left of a shotgun cartridge, although it is a very old one, because it's a paper cartridge. You can see the paper that's disintegrating inside of it. So that is a very, very old shotgun cartridge. I'll clean it up a bit later and just to see if I can get a maker's name off it. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Well, boys and girls, a little bit more RMD for you. Bloody tin can. Look at that. What kind is it? Oh, it's Carlsberg. Other beers are available, of course. I mean, bloody beer. I'm right in the middle of this bloody forest. Somebody drinking beer. Ah, well, there you go. Just a beer can. I'll pop that in my bag and dispose of it later. See you in a while. Well, as you can see, boys and girls, I'm actually on the bridleway that runs through the forest. It's supposed to be hundreds of years old. I don't know exactly how old, but anyway, there is definitely something very, very nice in this hole. Well, actually, it's not in the hole, it's just there. Right, have a look. Came up at 74 on the scale, and unless I'm mistaken, I think that could be a silver coin or a silver button. Let's have a look. Doesn't feel like a button. Definitely a coin. We have a silver coin, my friends. Yoo-hoo! Don't know what it is. In fact, there's nothing on that side at all. Well, not that I can see anyway. On that side, it could be William III. That's William of Orange. If it is, I think it's about 1690. I think. I'm not too sure. I'll find out later. But whoa, look at that! Big silver coin, and it is a big silver coin. Thank you very much. And once again, it's going in my bag. Lovely jubbly. See you in a bit. Right then, boys and girls, I'm packing up now because I've got to be somewhere else. As it happens, the dentist. But there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at what we found today. Not an awful lot, admittedly, but let's have a look. Here we go. We found this, just a pound coin, a Welsh pound coin. I haven't found a pound coin for quite a while actually, so well, there we go, it's a coin. Then we found this lovely little buckle, which is a nice find. I like buckles, especially really old ones like that. As I say, could be from the 1700s, something like that, but a lovely little buckle. And then I thought I dug a brooch up, but it's not a brooch at all. It's just a piece of scrap. I thought it looked like a tree or something with a little figure on it, but it's not. It's just rubbish. And then we dug this little stud up, which is out of a leather harness thing. It just fastened the leather together. That's what that is. Then we dug this shotgun cartridge up, which is an old one because it was a paper cartridge. It says London on it, and it says Evans on it. But I'll have a look when I get home. I'll look it up, see if I can find out how old it is. But that was that. And then the pièce de resistance of the day is this silver coin. Look at that banger. As I say, on one side it's practically blank, but I've had a look with the magnifying glass, and on that side, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but I can make out the head, who I think is William III or William of Orange, from about 1690. But I'll have a look in the book when I get home just to verify that fact. But I think that's what it is anyway. Anyway, I'm not bothered. It's a silver coin, and that's all I'm bothered about. Haha. So that's it, my friends. As I said, not an awful lot, but I've enjoyed it. It's lovely in these woods. It's really, really quiet and peaceful. So I may come back again another day, especially if it's very, very windy outside the wood. So that's it for today. So as I say, thanks ever so much for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers and new viewers. Do appreciate it. And that's about it for today, my friends. And don't forget, you can go, but be back soon.
But be back soon. I don't know, somehow I miss you. I love you, that's why I say cheerio. Not goodbye, don't be gone long, be back soon. Give me one long last look, bless you. Remember our old tune. Be back soon. You can go, but be back soon. You can go.